Welcome in. The rain has been here all morning. Now the freezing temperatures are starting to move in. Look at that snow there as well. This is a live look at St. Charles. The evening rush is supposed to be a little bit dicey this evening. Again, a live look here at Main Street in St. Charles. And you can start to see the white stuff is starting to fall. And
we are in storm alert.
Yeah, we are in storm alert. Here's a live look at Interstate 70 in Wentzville. The roads in western areas are starting to get a little icy and snow covered there as well. You see an emergency vehicle going on in that live shot there. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Ryan Dean.
And I'm Kay Quinn. Meteorologist Jim Castillo told us earlier this week this was coming. He's in the Weather Center now with a look at current conditions and what to expect into the evening. Jim?
Yeah, this storm is a doozy, and it started out with that very heavy rain and ponding on the roadways and some flooding issues. And now we're starting just on time, seeing some of that freezing rain and sleet and even some snow now transitioning around the National Weather Service office in Weldon Spring. This is from my aunt in Wentzville, and I told her to look out the window, see what you have, and she was shocked to see that they've already had accumulation up there around Wentzville. And zooming in a little bit closer, she said that that temperature gauge here is actually frozen to the table there. So the little bit of glazing of ice with sleet now transitioning to some snow in that area. And we're just now beginning to see that around the St. Louis area. Cameras shaking, the wind has been up. It just dropped to 32 degrees right throughout Lambert. So it just dropped to freezing there. Now west of here, it's already done that. And we're already seeing about an inch of sleet around Troy. Feels like 21 degrees with that wind out there. And there, even on the rooftops there, the sleet and freezing rain around Main Street, St. Charles. And checking in with the rain totals. That's another huge part of the story. Downtown St. Louis, 2 inches. Collinsville, Illinois, 1.5. And it continues to rain southeast of here. But things are changing over to that frozen precip. Here's the area of low pressure just to the south of us. It is moving to the east and along that front. So the cold air is coming in. It's here to stay. Low temperatures tonight. Any standing water is going to freeze and turn to ice with temperatures down in the single digits and teens. More on the rest of the forecast coming up.
All right, we'll see you in a few minutes. Thank you, Jim. Flash flooding, of course, has been an issue in some areas all morning long. North St. Louis County firefighters have already had to rescue one man from rushing waters.
That's right. The fire chief said the man had been stuck waist deep in a mud hole for hours before help arrived. Ryan Henson is in the Glasgow Village neighborhood with the details. Hey there, Ryan.
Hey, Ryan and Kay, and it's such a scary story because this man uses actually this cut through to get to and work on a daily basis, but obviously given the weather and the conditions, he fell through right here at this mud pit right here where these boards are circling around this morning. He was actually stuck there for 4 hours this morning, most of the time calling for help. Now, the fire chief says it's apparent that someone had been doing some kind of work in the area lately, and this hole formed in a backfilled trench. A 30-year-old man was stuck waist deep in the mud since 6 this morning all the way until 9. That's when someone heard him and called 911. Now, St. Louis County and city heavy-duty response teams were called to free the man, and it took them an hour to dig them out after they responded to the scene. You can see him using that tarp to shield the man from the rain and the rushing mud, and they said it was all manpower that got this man free.
Yeah, he was stuck in mud from his waist on down. So, you know, it's a tragedy that he was stuck. I'm just glad it wasn't his upper extremities that were confined into that mud. So they packed him in some heat packs and stuff like that in the ambulance. We do have a physician that's riding in the ambulance with him.
So the man's being treated for hypothermia and some lower body injuries, but firefighters say he's expected to be okay. I'm Ryan Henson, 5 on your side.
Okay, thank you, Ryan. We'll check out this video from O'Fallon, Illinois. The rain caused several neighborhood streets to flood earlier this morning. This is the area of Pierce and Bristlecone. City officials say the drains got backed up and all is good now. And here is a live look at the road conditions on Interstate 64 in Lake St. Louis. You can see that snow there. As the temperatures fall, you can expect them to become icy. MoDOT says they're fully staffed and ready to begin treating the roads.
That's the key as far as we're concerned right now, is to get a treatment down. We can't get anything down ahead of it because it is raining. So as it comes down, we'll get a treatment down. Those areas of concern that are always initially there, bridges and overpasses, those are places that'll get slick first because, you know, they don't have the insulation from the ground.
So another tricky storm for MoDOT, and check out the scene in western Missouri. This is Interstate 70 in Kansas City. Northern parts of that region could see 3 to 6 inches of snow, while parts in the south could see 8 inches in spots. The wind chill will be near 0 degrees. The heavy rain made for a rough commute in Chicago. Here's one of many flooded areas. People had to push stalled cars through water. Traffic was slow going all morning long. And we are getting word the St. Louis Zoo has closed for the day, as well as the History Museum. It closes at 1. Several schools are also letting out early. Stay up to date with all the closures and weather conditions. Just download the 5 on Your Side app.